Ah, Tyvar! You thought you'd seen the last of him, but he's back. No, not another planeswalking adventuresome. This time, we have Tyvar The Pummeler. But wait, mono green ELFBall again? Really? Another elf commander? Is this enough to make us pump up our elves, go wide, and smash face? Or is it just another green dude swinging sticks at our enemies? Well, before we dive deep into another forest of elves, let's see if we can keep this deck fun, competitive, and maybe even budget-friendly.
This video is powered by Dubby. Dubby Energy is the maker of a clean gamer energy drink to help enhance focus, concentration, and reaction time with no jitters, crash, or bad ingredients. Head over to dubby.gg and use the code THEHEROES to get that 10% discount.
Let's talk about Tyvar The Pummeler. Our boy here is a 3/3 legendary elf warrior. He comes with two main abilities. Tap another untapped creature you control. Tyvar gains indestructible until end of turn. Then, you tap that creature. For 3 colorless and 2 green mana, all creatures you control get X by X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. That second ability is where the magic happens. You want to pump your elves, right? Imagine a massive elf ball filled with big creatures, and Tyvar turns them into absolute monsters. The best part is, this ability doesn't care if your creatures are tapped. As long as you've got some powerhouses, you can use this ability to push tons of damage. And did I mention indestructibility? That just makes him laugh at removal. So, what's the plan here? If you've played ELFBall before, you know we're looking to go wide and fast. Tyvar wants a bunch of creatures on the board, specifically elves. But what sets him apart is how he uses that wide board to pump creatures into scary threats. And yes, this guy's all about combat tricks. You can swing with your army, pump them mid-combat, and give Tyvar indestructibility when you need to keep him around. In a mono-green shell, Tyvar brings back that classic, aggressive ELFBall playstyle. But we're not just going for any ELFBall deck. No, we're going big and wide, mixing efficient mana dorks, giant creatures, and plenty of synergy. Plus, we can even make this deck budget-friendly, so don't worry about breaking the bank. Alright, so let's start talking about the core strategy of ELFBall in this build, mana generation. You can't have ELFBall without tons of mana. Cards like Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Findhorn Elves, and Elvish Archdruid will ramp us into big plays quickly. Combine that with Priest of Titania, and your mana pool will overflow like a waterfall in the forest. Going wide, to take advantage of Tyvar's pump ability, we'll want lots of elves on the battlefield. This is where cards like Elvish Warmaster and Imperious Perfect shine, generating extra elves to flood the board. Throw in Dwynen's Elite to add more bodies to the field. Big power creatures. Remember Tyvar's pump ability? We need some heavy hitters to get that X value up. Craterhoof Behemoth is a classic finisher here, but let's not forget Endray's Forerunners as a more budget-friendly option. Steelleaf Champion and Thorn Mammoth are also great picks for their raw power. Utility Elves synergies. Cards like Reclamation Sage for artifact enchantment hate, Lissalana Huntmaster for more elf production, and Beast Whisperer to keep drawing cards are essential for keeping the engine running. Plus, Marwyn, the Nurturer, is perfect to go tall and make a ton of mana for those X-pumps from Tyvar. Your game plan is to flood the board with elves, ramp hard, and then wait for the right moment to unleash Tyvar's pump ability. With mana generation and token production, you'll have no problem building an army quickly. Start with ramping and getting some elves on the battlefield. As your board grows, look for big finishers like Craterhoof Behemoth or pump the team using Tyvar's ability when your board is ready. Remember that you can tap your creatures to make Tyvar indestructible in a pinch. Finish strong by overwhelming your opponents with a huge army of beefed up elves. So, what do you guys think of Tyvar the Pummeler as your new ELFBall commander? Will he be the one to lead your elves to victory? Or is this just another mono-green flavor of the week? I think Tyvar has the potential to pump out tons of value, especially with all those mana dorks and tokens to flood the board. But what about you? How would you build this deck? Let me know in the comments, and if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more deck techs and Magic the Gathering content. Until next time, Keep smashing with elves.